Will's always kind of been that workhorse for him this year, helping out Brandon down low when he can't be down there.
And a lot of teams do focus on Brandon with his height underneath. 6'5" is pretty tall for 1A basketball, as we saw miss on the Eagles' end. Twisters looking to attack.
Not just 6'5", but athletic and strong all at the same time.
And Dempsey Bowman gets the bucket to go underneath. Jac-Cen-Del 3-2 with 5:20 left. Justin Oldenburg with a corner three, long rebound, Oldenburg. Oldenburg 16-7 on the year, Jac-Cen-Del 13-11. Jack Day in his first year at Jac-Cen-Del, 13-11 on the year. Gary Mormon in his 12th year at Oldenburg, 153 and 120 on the year. Jac-Cen-Del does own the series record, 15-10. But Oldenburg has won the last 6 meetings dating back to the 2016-2017 season. So see if we can't break that streak tonight. Cam Gill fires from the left wing, long, and it will go out of bounds. Oldenburg basketball.
Yeah, a little fun piece of history here. I was actually on the team, the first team that lost to Oldenburg.
So you started the streak then, I take it.
Unfortunately, the team I was on, yes, we did start that streak.
Not the best streak to start, but
no.
Looks like they have started defensively man-to-man. Oldenburg, very patient on offense if you've watched any of their games. And Brandon got caught in the air, and he'll get whistled for the foul on the floor. Good defense there by Will Neal, front in the post. As Jac-Cen-Del pushing the basketball and gets down low to Cam Gale. Back out to Will, and Wyatt will dribble it out to the top. To the right elbow to Brandon Baber, and he shuffled those feet before he kicked it out. Turnover, Oldenburg basketball.
Yeah, when Brandon came down with the ball, he was a little off balance there and couldn't quite get rid of the ball before he took his steps.
Once again, 3-2 with 3:30 left in the first quarter. Oldenburg Sagarin ratings have them 14th in 1A. Jac-Cen-Del 19th, so we should be in for a really good game tonight, as that was Dempsey Bowman once again underneath. He's got all of Oldenburg's points so far. Dempsey Bowman 4, Jac-Cen-Del 3. Wide Day drives in, got his shot tipped. Looked to be Jake Johnson there on the block, and then recovers the basketball for the Twisters. Three-point attempt from Will Freeman. And looks like Bowman's going to get called on a little push from behind, which is going to give the ball back to the Eagles.
Looks like Jack's giving Brandon a little bit of instruction here. Hopefully he can use that athleticism down low to get himself a bucket on this possession.
All the way to the corner to Justin Olmsted as he drives baseline, kicks it to the Cam Gill, all the way back to the top to Wyatt Day. And just one too many passes there as Oldenburg intercepts the pass underneath, and they will patiently bring it back up to their offensive end. These two teams met January 31st at Jac-Cen-Del. Oldenburg was the 63-61 victor, which was one heck of a game, and I expect this one as well to be the same.
Hopefully it's a different outcome for the Eagles, though.
I would be fine with the other way around as Brandon Baber takes it strong to the rim, gets the hoop and the harm, and he will go to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
The foul was on Zach Wegman of Oldenburg, his first, team's second of the first half. I tell you, Brandon gets the ball down low within 4 or 5 feet of the basket. He's a tough guy to stop. He is strong.
Yeah, if he utilizes that pump fake, from what I've seen, Oldenburg will go for it, and they can get their guys underneath in foul trouble as well as Baber completes the three-point play. 6-4 Jac-Cen-Del with 1:58 left here in the first quarter.
Christian Cummer came in the game there before Brandon's free throw. He came in for Cam Gale.
Osterling with a three-point attempt. He knocks it down from the left wing. Going to give Twisters a 1-point lead with 1:35 left here in the first quarter. And Oldenburg cannot handle the pass in the left corner, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Oldenburg basketball. If you did miss what happened Wednesday and how these two teams got here, Jac-Cen-Del defeated Southwestern Shelby in the first game, 63-55. And Oldenburg defeated Hauser in the second game Wednesday, 42-39. Both games were really fun to watch.
Yep.
Good pump fake by Freeland. He drives in, long with the jump shot. Christian Comer comes away with the board. Jake Johnson really pressuring Christian out there at the top. Pass out to Jessica Olmsek, and it gets swiped by Bowman of Oldenburg. Osterling brings the ball up to the Twisters.
Yeah, it looked like Justin was trying to take off running before he actually had the ball there and slipped right through his fingers.
Yep, catch first, then attack next.
Maybe you shouldn't have had some popcorn before the game.
Looks like Jac-Cen-Del went back to the zone. Jake Johnson rattles a shot in and out. Eagles will bring it back up. Wide Day from left wing. Cannot get it to fall. And Oldenburg will probably get the last shot here of the first quarter. Five seconds left. Jake Johnson has the ball. He takes a long three from the left wing, and that was about 3 or 4 feet behind the line, and he knocks it down before the buzzer goes.
He is not afraid to take that shot.
Your score after one. Oldenburg 10, Jac-Cen-Del 6. And we are back to action here as Oldenburg will start with the basketball. Bowman takes a little fadeaway shot from baseline. Misses everything. Jac-Cen-Del on the attack. Christian Comer will take a three from the right wing, and it's short. Not sure if he got tipped, but Oldenburg will chase down the rebound as Jake Johnson brings it up the left wing. He will drive into the lane, get the foul, but they will call that one on the floor, which I think that was a really good call.
The foul was on Christian Comer, his first, team second. Good foul by Christian there, not letting him get Johnson get the easy deuce.
Wegman collects the offensive board, misses, and then it's going to be Freeland getting the second offensive rebound and putting the shot back in. 12-6, Oldenburg, 7:05 left here in the first half. One thing we talked about Wednesday, AJ, is if Jac-Cen-Del's going to be in that zone, they better box out, as another turnover results in the Twisters getting back.
They let Oldenburg get 3 offensive rebounds within 2 feet of the basket. You can't let that happen. Not in tournament time.
Nope. Second chance points should be hard to come by. TJ Menchover came in for the Eagles to replace Christian Comer. As he's guarding Osterling, he kicks it to the Freeland, their left wing, down to Wegman. Inside, no good. Another rebound, and he's going to get fouled as he went up. He'll go to the line. 2-shoot-2.
The foul was on Wyatt Day. Once again, giving up that offensive rebound. You can't do that. The shot went up, and Jac-Cen-Del just sat there and stared at him.
Yep. You can't ball watch. You're going to have to find a man, put your butt in him, and box him out, or they're going to kill us. As Wegman knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Luke Cummer comes in to replace Justin Olmenseek for the Eagles. Second free throw, back of the rim. Will Neal gets the rebound. Will Neal thinks about a three and second guesses. Kicks to Wide Day. Wide Day to the corner to Luke Cummer. Back out top to TJ. TJ will fire a three from the top of the key, and it's good. That's a big three right there. We needed to break that that run Oldenburg had.
Yep. That was a good offense there by the Eagles. They worked the ball around and got a good look.
There's Jake Johnson on that basket cut and hoop, and then Osterling cuts off a pass, and he'll get a easy layup as Jack Day calls timeout, and the Eagles are going to talk about it. Looks like a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here.
Yeah, that's Jac-Cen-Del's sixth turnover of the first half of the game already. That's too many. You can't give your other team that many opportunities.
Absolutely. We talked about it before and on Wednesday. Limiting turnovers and knocking down the three-point shot is crucial in this game for Jac-Cen-Del.
Let's see if what Jack told him in the huddle will work out here.
Once again, Oldenburg 17, Jac-Cen-Del 9 with 5:57 left in the first half. And another turnover for the Eagles.
Jac-Cen-Del just looks rattled right now for some reason. They gave up a few buckets here on the defensive end and just don't seem like they're clicking on offense like they were there to start the game out.
As Oldenburg will return the favor and turn the ball back to the Eagles as Cam Gale comes in to replace Will Neal. Yeah, we can't score 8 points in one possession, so see if we can be a little more patient like we started the game.
Yeah.
Work the ball around, in and out, and see if we can't break down this twister zone.
Can't dribble through the zone. You just got to pass the ball and look for a good shot.
As Oldenburg comes away with the basketball. Osterling from the top, dribbles to the right wing. He'll attempt a three here. Long. But offensive rebound will go to Wegman, and I think the Eagles are going to get whistled for that foul.
Yeah, I believe that foul was on Luke Cummer. Looked like Wegman kind of went over the back there on Cummer, but refs didn't call it. And Luke didn't really help himself out either because he didn't get his butt in the guy's stomach like you're taught to do.
Wegman drives into the lane, but I think he got whistled for a carry. And that's going to turn it back over to Jac-Cen-Del. We're forcing Oldenburg turnovers. We're just not capitalizing on these turnovers on the offensive end.
Yeah, Oldenburg's definitely giving Jac-Cen-Del plenty of opportunity to stay in this game, and Jac-Cen-Del just can't knock down a shot in general here.
Cam Gale fires from the top. No good. Rebound, Oldenburg. As Jake Johnson pushes the ball up the floor. Really thought about the shot midair and then kicked it to Wegman, and he's going to go up and get fouled and go to the line to shoot two.
Foul is on Luke Cummer, his second, team's fifth of the half.
Wegman so far 1 for 2 from the charity stripe this game. We got a little stoppage here. Might be some blood or something on a uniform. As I think it's Nick Follop came in for Dempsey Bowman. He must have had a little stain on the sleeve. Wegman's first attempt. Rattles in and out. Jac-Cen-Del in the year averaging just over 64 points, but giving up also just over 63 points. Oldenburg about the same as Southwestern Shelby. Last night, they score just under 55 points a game, but only give up 48.5 points. As Wegman's second free throw is good, giving the Twisters an 18-9 lead with 4:10 left in the first half. Wyatt Day from the left elbow floater, long and strong. And one shot.
And done.
And that's it.
Yeah, Jac-Cen-Del just looks like work. It's athleticism.
And I tell you what, Wegman is just tearing us alive on the offensive rebounds as he collects another one and another put.
Too much ball. What?
Jac-Cen-Del working the ball around the perimeter once again. Wyatt Day from about 5 feet behind the three-point line cranks a three. And that's what we just talked about. 5 feet behind the line, if we're not hitting, those are not going to be high percentage shots.
No, they're not a high percentage shot to begin with. You got to.
And once again, Wegman finds the ball in the offensive end with another putback.
Got to go with 2 hands to grab the ball.
And it might be some butt chewing time to get these kids fired up for this game, because right now Oldenburg is showing a lot of energy. Jac-Cen-Del is not showing a whole lot.
Yep.
All right, we will be right back. All right, we are back to action here at Southwestern Shelby. Sectional number 60, game 2 of the semifinal between Jac-Cen-Del and Oldenburg. Oldenburg leads 22-9. Cam Gell fires a three from the left wing. And once again, one shot and Oldenburg basketball.
Once again, that shot was unneeded. It was 3 passes and a shot. You got to work the ball, get into a crease. The way to beat a zone is to get it in the middle of that zone. You can't beat it by just standing out the 3-point line. You got to get in the middle and work the ball around.
And Osterling took a few too many steps there. And the Eagles will get the basketball back here. 2:30 left in the first half, down 13.
Jac-Cen-Del's definitely not out of it yet. They're just playing right into Oldenburg's hand. There's another turnover.
Yep, Will tried to get it down to Baber, and there's just too crowded, too many hands in the way there.
Yeah.
Freeland fires a three, long. Rebound goes to the Eagles here. Good box out by Will Neal.
Exactly. That's what
and a good pass as well as, man, Almond State could not get the layup to go. And I've seen it before with Gary Mormon. He has coached this team pretty well. If they get a lead, they can protect it pretty well. So
Oldenburg is very content with holding the ball, and they're very good at killing clock, too.
Absolutely. As Osterling fires a three, and I think Jake Johnson's going to get whistled with a foul right there. And much to his chagrin, I think it was the right call as he tried to hurdle two Eagles to get that basketball.
Yep. Track season don't start for another couple weeks.
Good observation. Jac-Cen-Del working the ball around the perimeter. Justin Oldenburg going to fire a three. He gets it. That's what we need at least. One to drop, and maybe more will come. 22-12. Oldenburg with 1:10 left in the first half. As Jac-Cen-Del extended that zone to a half-court zone.
Playing a 3-2 half-court trap here.
And looks like we got a little reach by TJ Menchofer.
That's his first of the game, team's sixth. Next foul put him in the 1-on-1.
Jake Johnson gets it down to Wegman. Good block from behind by Will. And I think last touch, it was right in front of us. Looked like Justin tried to get it, then he pulled it back, but he got a finger on it.
Good defense there by Will. Way to go up and get contact with the ball without fouling.
Yeah, Wegman brought that ball kind of above his head, but a little behind him where Will had a good chance to block that shot.
Yep.
As it looks like Oldenburg will be very content with taking the last shot of the half here, up 10.
If Jac-Cen-Del can get a stop here and get a bucket right before half, that'll be huge for momentum because they get the ball to start the second half.
Last thing they would want to do is foul here to give some freebies to Oldenburg. As the crowd wants a travel, but no whistle. Freeland will fire a three. Long, 4 seconds left. TJ with the ball. He'll fire a three, and he knocks it down.
That was big there for Jac-Cen-Del. That was big.
That was a big knockdown three before the half to hopefully get a surge into this boys team to come out on fire in the second half.
Yep. Hopefully the locker room just
second half could be a whole different ball game if they come out on fire.
Like I said, there's still a lot of game left. A lot of game. You still got 16 minutes still to play. You're only down 7.
All right, so our halftime score, Oldenburg 22, Jac-Cen-Del 15. We will be back for the second half.
our schools were forged by generations of students who rolled up their sleeves and put in the work. They manufactured a rich legacy of pride and tradition. But right
pride in what we do, empowering our students to succeed in school and in life. It's a tradition here that every student matters, and we couldn't be more excited about our future.
The innocent better as you faced how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate.
All right, and we are back to action to start the second half. Jac-Cen-Del with the basketball. AJ, who was our scoring leaders for Jac-Cen-Del there?
Leading scorer for Jac-Cen-Del was TJ Minicheffer. He had 6 points coming off the bench. Then it was Baber with 3, Oldenburg with 3, and Wyatt with 3.
And for Oldenburg, Zach Wegman led the way with 6 points, and I'm pretty sure all 6 came from offensive rebounds, putbacks, and the free throw line. And that is one thing I'm sure Coach Day harped on in the locker room, is to keep them off the boards. Yeah. Only have them take one chance and go, as Baber receives the ball in the lane and traveling gets called. Turnover, Oldenburg basketball.
Yep, Brandon just got a little ahead of himself there. Didn't have complete control of the ball before he tried to take off and took a couple steps.
As Jac-Cen-Del is sticking with this extended 3-2, trying to trap out of it as ball moves in and out. Baseline jumper by Dempsey Bowman is long. Wyatt Day pushing the ball up the court. Will Neal driving in. A little shuffle there. Cannot get the shot to go, but will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul was on Zach Wegman, his second of the game, first of the second half. Will was our leading scorer there Wednesday night with, I think, 19 points. And actually, found out after the game he played that whole game with the flu.
Yeah, you never wish sickness upon a kid, but if he's going to drop 19 and we win with flu-like symptoms, maybe he can at least say that he's sick.
Yeah, he must have channeled his inner Jordan.
As the 78% free throw shooter knocks both of those down to cut the Oldenburg lead 2-5, 22-17 with 6:43 left in the third quarter as Jac-Cen-Del gets a steal. Defensive pressure picking up for the Eagles as they force a missed shot and a turnover as Will Neal drives it in and shoots about a 8-footer. And the Eagles are definitely building off of that momentum when TJ knocked down that buzzer beater to end the first half. As I say that, TJ gets called for his second foul of the game.
Team's first of the second half. TJ just being a little too aggressive there. You don't need to necessarily foul there. I like the aggressiveness, but you're saying at half court you don't need a foul.
Oldenburg working the ball around the perimeter, brings it back up top to Jake Johnson. The ring to the right wing to Andrew Osterling. He shoots off the back of the rim, long. Wyatt Day comes away with it. TJ down to Baber. He will lay the basketball in to cut the lead to 1. Oldenburg 22, Jac-Cen-Del 21 with 5:45 in the third quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Brandon wasn't quite expecting that pass to come in as hard as it did, but
no, he had an open lane. I was looking for a little tomahawk throwdown to get this crowd on their feet.
That would have been a little better than the layup, but hey, we'll take 2 points.
Absolutely, and so far, Jac-Cen-Del is doing a really good job on the defensive end as Baber tries to make a move down low and is going to get called for the charge. That's going to be his second foul, team second of the second half.
Little questionable there to call the charge. I'm not real sure he made enough contact to really justify that, but the refs make the call and you just got to live with them.
And we got a little scramble down low, and it looks like they might have whistled Justin Olmenseek for that foul.
That was Justin's first foul, or second foul, I apologize. Once again, offensive rebound. Weak side, or strong side.
And Dempsey Bowman fires a 3 from the right wing and knocks it down. Twisters 25, Eagles 21, 4:50 left in the third quarter. Wyatt Day thought about a 3, passes it to the right wing to Neal, to TJ in the corner. He shot fakes, dribbles out, and attempts a shot. Looks like it hits the backside of the backboard, out of bounds. Oldenburg basketball.
Jac-Cen-Del's just got to get a little bit better at rebounding the ball.
Missed shot from Oldenburg, but offensive rebound, Dempsey Bowman as he puts it back in. And like we said, we are going to have to limit the second chance attempts from Oldenburg because that's the difference in this ball game right now.
Yeah. From my angle, it looked like Olmenseek got a little push in the back there where he couldn't get that rebound, but
excellent ball movement right there by the Eagles, resulting in a Justin Olmenseek wide open 3. And another offensive rebound, and Wegman's going to get hammered by Will Neal. He was definitely going to make him earn it there.
Yep. Once again, Oldenburg with the offensive rebound. One guy tipped the ball out of 3 Jac-Cen-Del Eagles' hands.
No. Will Neal gets whistled for his first foul of the game. Team's 4th already in the second half as Wegman knocks down the first free throw of 2.
I believe this will be free throws 5 and 6 for Wegman. He's
and looks like Coach Mormon's going to call a full timeout, and we're going to take one as well. Oldenburg 29, Jac-Cen-Del 24. We'll be right back after the timeout. And we are back here at Southwestern Shelby, Sectional 60, Game 2 of the semifinal between Jac-Cen-Del and Oldenburg. Oldenburg with a 5-point lead, 3:45 left in the third quarter as Oldenburg is pressuring the Eagles hard at the top, and it looks like we got a tie-up. Possession favors Oldenburg, so that'll be another Jac-Cen-Del turnover.
That makes 10 on the night. Yep, it looked like Oldenburg came out and just jumped TJ there as he crossed half court, and TJ wasn't expecting it, and nobody could get open in time for him to give him the ball.
Kind of a little shock and awe defense to see if it works, and it did pay off as they got the possession. And Freeland from the left wing, 3, no good. And fight over the basketball. Coach Day wanting a little push or over the back, but
yeah,
both of them went for it. Both of them had control of the basketball. Jump ball.
It looked like Neal had good position on Wegman there, and Wegman did kind of jump over the back, but when you're a little taller than your defender, it's not that hard.
Good find there by Wyatt Day. Down low to Brandon Baber. He cannot complete the bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul was on Jake Johnson, his second of the game, second of the half for the Twisters.
Brandon Baber, a 61% shooter on the season as it bounces around but cannot find the bottom. Second one, nothing but net. Cuts the lead to 4. Oldenburg 29, Jac-Cen-Del 25. 3:14 left here in the third quarter as Jac-Cen-Del is going to show a little bit of pressure their own way as Jake Johnson takes a right elbow jumper and knocks it down. 31-25 Oldenburg.
Jac-Cen-Del is definitely doing a lot better this second half to get inside that zone.
As Osterling cuts off a pass to Brandon Baber down low. Jake Johnson coast to coast. And I think we got a late whistle there.
Yeah, that was real late. Jac-Cen-Del had the ball in their hands before that. He even blew his whistle.
And he's definitely going over there to let Coach Day know what he saw. It's one of those things with 3 referees. You might assume one calls it, one doesn't, so then your whistle results in the late one, and you have to go explain yourself.
Yeah, the foul was on Almanseek. That's his third of the game.
as Johnson only makes 1 of 2 there. Eagles down 7 to 34 left in third quarter. Justin Oldenburg, left corner 3. Long. Brandon Baber off his rebound. Drives it in. And it looks like he's going to call a block on the floor.
Fouls on Osterling there. His first of the game. Team's third of the second half.
Will Neal will take the basketball out underneath their own basket. While Dave thinks about a corner 3. Goes ahead and kicks it down to Will Neal. He'll dribble across the lane, kick it to TJ, back out to Justin, and all the way to White Dave from the parking lot, and he can't find a space.
I needed 3 there. I mean, you're only down 7. Still a lot of time left, and he's chucking a 3 after a couple of passes. I don't believe that was very good.
Kind of trying to force the action there instead of being a little more patient and seeing what they can come up with.
Yeah, they don't make 7-point plays, so you can't get them all back at once. You got to work your way into the game.
The southpaw Freeland knocks down a right wing 3, and that's going to push the lead to double digits. 35-25, Oldenburg with 1:35 left in the third quarter. Will Neal resetting the offense here to TJ Mincho from the right wing. Shot fake. Gives it to Brandon Baber, and he slams it down.
That was big there by Baber. That might give Jac-Cen-Del a little bit of kick in the butt they need it.
And Oldenburg returns the favor with a big three-pointer right there to push the lead back to 11. Oldenburg, right wing, he drills it, and action is starting to pick up here at Southwestern Shelby.
If Jac-Cen-Del can keep this game under 10 points going into the fourth quarter, that'd really help them out a lot.
Jac-Cen-Del's applying quite a bit of pressure here to the ball, and it looks like they forced a turnover there. And Jac-Cen-Del down 8 has a chance to cut into this lead even more. And that's one of the few times, JJ, we've seen Oldenburg get a little flustered there on the offensive end with that pressure.
Yeah, Jac-Cen-Del just needs to really work the ball here this possession and get a good high percentage shot, nothing forced.
Oldenburg, right wing, same spot as last time, but not going to get the same result. Jake Johnson of Oldenburg comes down with the rebound, and he's going to slowly bring the ball back up. 15 seconds.
That last 3 by Oldenburg seemed a little forced. So
Johnson looks to be the one to want to take this shot as he was that. I say that, and he kicks it to Wegman for 3, and he knocks it down. Well, your score to start the fourth quarter, 41-30, Oldenburg. We will be right back for the start of the fourth quarter. We are back to get ready to start the fourth quarter as Jac-Cen-Del was outscored, 5, I think, in that quarter? They were down 6 at half and got outscored 5 to push this Oldenburg lead to 11, which is not what we need.
Yeah, they got outscored 19-15 in that quarter.
And I would be shocked to see Oldenburg really push the pace here as Osterling drives the lane. Cannot get the ball to go, but there he is again. Zach Wegman on the offensive board and the putback. He has killed us all game.
I'd say if you look at the box score, the second chance points this game were.
And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Eagles.
The second chance points of this game were probably the difference.
Absolutely. As Oldenburg has 2 players in double digits. Wegman with 12, a lot of his coming from the second chance opportunities. And Jake Johnson with 11 as Baber gets the ball down low. Gets fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that foul was on Dempsey Bowman there, his second of the game, team's 4th of the half.
Nobody really in foul trouble. I think the most is 3, and that's Oldenburg, right?
I believe so, yep. Yeah, Oldenburg only has 3 players with 2. Jac-Cen-Del has 1 player with 3, 3 players with 2, and 3 with 1.
We talked about free throws always being an important thing here, as Brandon converts 1 of 2 there. Is down 12. If you get a chance to score without any time running off while you are trying to catch up is huge, as they find Wegman down low for an easy deuce. 45-31, Oldenburg with 6:46 left and a wild pass that cannot be hauled in. And that's going to cause Jack Day to take a full timeout, and we are going to take one as well. Oldenburg 45, Jac-Cen-Del 31. All right, back to action here. 6:44 left in this basketball game. Oldenburg 45, Jac-Cen-Del 31 as Jac-Cen-Del implementing a little full court pressure, and that's going to cause a turnover. Zach Wegman shuffles his feet, and Jac-Cen-Del's going to get the ball underneath their own basket. Good timeout there by Jack Day to push the issue with a little full court pressure and force a turnover.
Let's hope Jac-Cen-Del can capitalize on the turnover.
That's a good take right there.
Yep.
That's a good drop step to the middle lane, and he lays it in. And an offensive foul on Jake Johnson, and that is going to be another big stop.
Hopefully Jac-Cen-Del can keep capitalizing on these turnovers. That's Johnson's 3rd of the game.
I think I read his lips. He said flop, but it doesn't matter as long as the whistle blows.
Yep. It looked like he did shove off, though. He threw that little forearm out, and as soon as they see the forearm come out, they're going to call that every time, as Wyatt just turns the ball back over to Oldenburg.
Yep. Wyatt Day lost the handle there and then commits the foul, which was probably a good foul because Osterling had a wide open lane to an easy layup.
Yep. That's his 2nd of the game, team 6 of the half.
So 6:18 left here in the 4th quarter. Oldenburg will be shooting free throws the rest of the way on any foul. as Johnson finds Osterling for an easy bunny. 47-33 Oldenburg. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Good find down low. Christian Kummer cannot get the ball to go in the basket, but we'll go to the line to shoot two.
The foul was on Bowman, his third, team sixth. So in that aspect, fouls are pretty even so far this half.
Christian knocks down the first free throw. He is a 100% shooter. Not sure how many attempts, but you know what? Even if you're 1 for 1 for the season, you're a 100% free throw shooter.
Yep.
As he knocks down both and remains a 100% free throw shooter.
I don't know. He looked pretty good on both those free throws, I'd have to say.
Oldenburg beats the Jac-Cen-Del full court pressure. And ball will go out the top of Osterling. And Oldenburg's going to run a little clock here, it looks like.
Yeah, if Jac-Cen-Del wants to get back in this game quick, they're going to have to apply a little more pressure on the ball.
Yeah.
As I say that, they back cut Jac-Cen-Del.
Yeah, help side came up, and that was a good baseline back cut. Just hard to stop. We're kind of late on our transitions on the defensive end there when help side goes over.
Yep.
TJ with the ball at the top, kicks it down to Christian Kummer, left, right corner, down the wheel nil in the short corner. He picks up his dribble and throws it in the second row. Out of bounds. Oldenburg basketball.
Will just took one dribble there, and that always kills you because you lose everything there when you only take one dribble and don't really do anything with it.
Yep. And kind of hard to kick it back out with that much defensive pressure around you. As I think we got a foul here, which is going to result in a 1 in the bonus for Andrew Osterling.
The foul was on TJ Minishow for I believe his third of the game, team seventh. So Osterling will be shooting 1-on-1.
Osterling shooting his first free throw of the game. Knocks it down, and he'll get rewarded with the bonus 1.
While we got a second here, I'd like to congratulate Paige Ledford on being named Indiana All-State underclassman, and Annabelle Williams being named honorable mention.
They are definitely solid basketball players under Scott Smith.
Yep.
As Oldenburg pushing the ball up, and a little razzle-dazzle from the Twisters. Little alley-oop layup there, and with only 4.5 left, they're already feeling like they have this one in the bag. And another Eagle turnover.
Yeah,
a little sloppy here, AJ.
Yeah, the 20 turnovers in a game, or 15 turnovers in a game, sorry. You're not going to win too many ball games throwing the ball around like that.
Looks like Wyatt Day is whistled for his third foul, team 8th. He's going to put Jake Johnson to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1. He knocks down the first one. Once again, the winner of tonight's game will play tomorrow night, and they will be playing the Morristown Yellow Jackets. That'll be the sectional championship game, I believe, at 7 or 7:30, as Oldenburg will call a timeout. And we will take one as well. Oldenburg 55, Jac-Cen-Del 35.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And we are back to action here at Southwestern Shelby Sectional 60 semifinal matchup between Jac-Cen-Del and Oldenburg. Oldenburg with a 20-point lead and another turnover for the Eagles. An easy 2 for Osterling. AJ, this is getting a little out of hand now.
Yep. Jac-Cen-Del's just getting real sloppy with the ball, trying to move too fast. I mean, you're down 22. You just got to do what you can. Keep working your sets. Maybe if you know you're not going to win. I mean, crazier things have happened, but you just got to work on getting better for next year too. So.
As TJ attempts his first free throw, and the referee has him for crossing the line before the ball hits the rim, which automatically makes it a no chance for. And Jac-Cen-Del applying a little full-court pressure, and Twisters do a pretty good job of breaking that pressure. Now in the half-court set, Jake Johnson with a basket drive. Tries to save it, throws it off the back of the backboard. Out of bounds, Jac-Cen-Del basketball. Under 4 minutes here, down 22. We're going to have to see more magic than Disneyland if we're going to get back in this one.
It can happen, but just got hit.
And that's right there how it can happen with a big 3 there from Justin Olmenseek. TJ applying a lot of pressure there, and he's going to get whistled for a little hack there on Wegman.
While we got a few seconds, I'd like to kind of give some more scores if anybody is interested. Greensburg beat Connersville 67-55. East Central beat Bloomington North 67-55. North Decatur beat Milan 66-60. And after 3 quarters, South Dearborn's beating Batesville 40-35.
All right, good luck to those surrounding schools that survive and advance in Indiana basketball, as Wegman missed the front end of 1-on-1, and TJ baseline drive gets a little block, and he will go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus.
That foul was on Dempsey Bowman, his 4th of the game, 8th of the half for Oldenburg.
As we talked about it, free throws are big, getting stops. I mean, anything can happen. As TJ makes both free throws, Oldenburg leads 57-40. And Oldenburg breaks the full court press. And Jac-Cen-Del's going to do a little chasing.
Yeah, I've seen crazier things in sports, but you just gotta get the ball in your hands before.
And I really thought he might have took a step before the ball hit the floor there, split the defense, but he will get the foul called and go to the line to now shoot 2, as Jac-Cen-Del has reached 10 team fouls.
Yeah, I thought he traveled there before the foul was called too, but needless to say, the ref thought otherwise. The foul was called on Will Neal, his 2nd of the game. As you said before, the 10th of the half for the Eagles.
Absolutely. I'm sure we got plenty of referees sitting in the stands, but there's only 3 of them out there with a patch that shows their qualifications.
Yep. There's only 3 guys out here that can make the calls that actually matter. big key for Jac-Cen-Del here is down 19. They just can't give up. They just got to keep fighting.
As Jack Day is going to make a couple substitutions, he's going to get senior Landon Ledford into the ball game to see a little action.
And senior Jonathan Deal.
Yes, I did miss that one, didn't I?
Yep.
Yep, number 12, Johnny Deal, and number 50, Landon Ledford.
Let the 4 seniors play together one last time.
Yep, as Oldenburg tries to knock down a 3, but it's short. Rebound, Oldenburg.
So far this year, this court hasn't been too pleasant for Jac-Cen-Del in tournament play.
And Oldenburg going to just hold the basketball. Brandon Baber comes out to pressure a little bit, and a little driving kick. Might be the offensive scheme with 2:25 left in this ball game.
Yep, like I said earlier in the game, Oldenburg is perfectly content with holding the ball, and they're very, very, very good at running clock.
And we talked about the comeback, trying to make it happen, but chances are now slim to none, and Slim just left the building.
Yep. Pretty sure the air has left the sails for Jac-Cen-Del.
As Jake Johnson knocks down the first with 2 free throws. If everything ends up like it does, Oldenburg will be playing Morristown tomorrow for the sectional championship. Jac-Cen-Del will finish the year 13-12, above 500. We'll be graduating 4 seniors: Johnny Deal, Landon Ledford, Brandon Baber, and Justin Oldenburg. As turnover there on the Eagles. And Jake Johnson dribbles through traffic and back to the top to Osterling. And now to Jake Johnson.
Hate to see the seniors go out like this, but just wasn't in the cards for them this year or tonight.
Well, AJ, any bets on who's going to win the college basketball championship?
Not really. This has been about the most up and down year I've seen in college basketball in a long time. If I had to put money on it, I'd say Kansas is looking really good right now.
Yep.
But you can't ever count out Duke. I mean, they got Coach Krzyzewski, and he's always got them boys ready to play, especially when it comes to tournament time.
Absolutely. I hate to say it. Also, Kentucky's playing really well, even though I cannot stand the Wildcats.
Absolutely.
And, of course, I'm a Boiler fan, so I don't have a dog in the fight now. So.
Yeah, I'm a Hoosier fan, and I'm about 1 game away from being in that same boat.
Yep. The Hoosiers have had a pretty good year so far. Purdue did get their number, but not going to show anything for it, as they'll be sitting at home just like us watching the tournament on TV.
Yep.
142 here in the ball game. 61-40 Oldenburg Twister lead as we are getting close to wrapping this ball game up.
Yeah, I believe Jack called that last time out to get his seniors off the court and give them one last hurrah before the game got over with.
And get some of these younger players a little sectional experience. It's very crucial. So, next year and the following years after, the underclassmen can already have a little time on the floor with a sectional crowd, sectional atmosphere.
Yep. Yeah, and Jac-Cen-Del is a young team, only graduating 4 kids, and 2 of them that played significant time. And
definitely looking promising for next year.
Yep. Just hope these boys get in the gym this summer and keep improving on their game, getting a little more muscle. And
well, I would like to thank everybody that was a part of the Jac-Cen-Del YouTube live stream during this basketball season.
Yep.
I know I had a lot of fun doing the play-by-play, but the only way this happened is all the students and staff that were behind the scenes making everything happen at school and setting everything up way early before any of the ball games started.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank Darren Engelking and Brian Faribault. Give me the opportunity to do this. I've always kind of wanted to do the play-by-play, so I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank the students for being so hospitable, and they do an awesome job getting these games up and live streaming. I've watched several games on the live stream this year and over the last couple of years that they've done it.
So if you have tuned in to the Jac-Cen-Del YouTube live stream, go ahead and hit the like button and share or subscribe. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm thinking of Facebook. Two different things.
Yep.
Hit that like button and subscribe. It definitely helps out that channel and lets them know that you appreciate what they do.
Yep.
As we have 41 seconds left. It looks like Pross Mormon will attempt a couple free throws here as Coach Mormon has done the same as Coach Day, letting the subs get a little action here with little time remaining.
As time winds down, I like to wish Oldenburg good luck tomorrow against Morristown. They watched a little bit of that first game, and that Morristown team seems like they're going to be a tough out here in the come tournament time.
Yeah, they are very well coached and a talented team. Just 2 years out from winning a state championship, definitely gave that community a lot to cheer for.
Yeah, and there could be some kids on that team that played on the state team, so they got tournament experience, and experience this time of year really pays dividends.
David Hughes will be shooting the free throws. Waste no time. Cranks it up there, nothing but net. His shooting coach and dad, Jason Hughes, really good at horse and around the world. He's one that's tough to beat. As Oldenburg is going to run out the clock, and that's going to send us to our final here. Oldenburg 63, Jac-Cen-Del 43, and that is the buzzer. Oldenburg will move on to play Morristown in the sectional championship tomorrow. As once again I say, I hope everyone enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to let these students and staff know that you appreciate what they are doing and support. So, for AJ and I, have a great evening, drive safely, and go Eagles.
It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.